The next one. The Swiss regarded him as an impostor and called him a villain. The Swiss are doing the action here. Subject. Regarded is V2. Called is also V2. Subject plus V2 is simple past, active voice. In the passive voice also it must be simple past. And simple past passive voice is was so verb plus V3. Based on that, A is eliminated. A says been comes only in the perfect tense. B is eliminated. B says is present tense. C is also eliminated. C also says is present tense. Only one option is left, option D. He was, come to Delhi, he was regarded as an impostor and was called a villain by the Swiss. Was regarded as was plus V3, simple past. Was called is also was plus V3, simple past. The answer must be option D. Come to the next question. That too many cooks spoil the broth is known to all. What is known to all? That too many cooks spoil the broth is known to all. Is known is plus V3, simple present in the passive voice. In the active voice also it must be simple present. In active voice simple present is subject plus V1. Based on that, A is eliminated. A says knew. Knew is V2, past tense, eliminated. Come to Bombay. All knows. All knows. All is a subject. All is a subject which is plural. So the verb must also be plural. So knows is a wrong usage. One more reason. The broth is spoiled by too many cooks. Is spoiled is plus V3, simple present, passive voice. The question is in the passive voice. We want the answer in the active voice. Bombay is eliminated. Come to C. All know that too many cooks spoil the broth. All know, subject plus V1, simple present. Come to Delhi. All know that the broth is spoiled by too many cooks. By comes in the passive voice. Is spoiled is plus V3, simple present, passive voice. We want the answer in the active voice. Delhi is eliminated. The answer must be option C. Come to the next one. Understand the meaning. The judge ordered the murderer to be hanged. The judge ordered the murderer to be hanged means the judge gave the order to the murderer or the judge ordered someone to hang the murderer. The judge ordered the murderer to be hanged means the judge did not give the order to the murderer. The judge ordered someone to hang the murderer. That is the meaning of the sentence. Come to option A. The order was given by the judge to hang the murderer. The order means the word order becomes a noun here because of the article the. The question says the judge ordered. Ordered is a verb here. And subject plus V2 is simple past tense. Based on that, A is gone, B is also gone. Because B also says the order. Order is a noun. We cannot change the part of speech. Now we have two options left, C and D. The murderer was ordered by the judge to be hanged. Was ordered is was plus V3. Simple past, passive voice. D says, it was ordered by the judge to hang the murderer. And was ordered is was plus V3. Simple past tense. Come to option C once again. The murderer was ordered by the judge. The murderer was ordered by the judge means the judge gave the order to the murderer. According to the question, the judge did not give the order to the murderer. The judge ordered someone to hang the murderer. Completely different meanings. Option C is eliminated. Come to Delhi. It was ordered by the judge to hang the murderer. The answer must be option D. One more reason. Come to the question. The judge ordered the murderer to be hanged. Simple past tense. This one is in the correct structure. B is gone. Was to be hanged. Now was to be hanged. To be will not come in the passive voice. In the simple past tense and passive voice structure. Eliminated. The answer must be option D. It was ordered by the judge to hang the murderer. Come to the next question. I shall be obliged to go. Shall be obliged is shall plus be plus V3. And shall plus be plus V3 is a structure that comes in the passive voice. So this statement is in the passive voice. Active voice, it becomes shall plus V1 plural. So shall be obliged changes to shall oblige. Will or shall doesn't matter. Will can be used for shall can be used for will. Based on that, A is eliminated. A says could. C is eliminated. C says would. Would is the past tense of shall. The past tense of both will and shall is would. We cannot change the tense. Eliminated. D is eliminated. D says may, gone. The only option left is option B. Circumstances will oblige me to go, and will obliged is will plus B1 plural. This is what we want. I said will can be used for shall can be used for will. The answer must be option B. These days, most of the students do their assignments with the help of the internet. Do is V1, will not come in the passive voice. So this sentence is in the active voice, and subject plus V1 is simple present. So in the passive voice also, this sentence is in the active voice, simple present. We want the answer in the passive voice, and it must be the simple present tense itself. Simple present in the passive voice is yes, ROM plus V3. Based on that, option A is eliminated. A says are doing. Are doing is R plus V1 plus ing, present continuous. One more reason, this is also in the active voice. Because are doing, R plus V1 plus ing is structure of present continuous in the active voice. We want the answer in the passive voice. A is gone. Come to option B. These days, most of the assignments are done with the help of the internet by the students. Are done is R plus V3, simple present. Come to C. These days, the assignments are being done. Being comes only in the continuous tense, eliminated. Come to Delhi. These days, the assignments are done with the help of the internet by most of the students. Are done is R plus V3, simple present, passive voice. Now we have two options with the correct structure, B and D. Come to the question once again. Think about the meaning. The meaning should remain the same. These days, most of the students do their assignments with the help of the internet. According to the question, it is most of the students. Come to option B. These days, most of the assignments. According to the question, it is most of the students. According to option B, it is most of the assignments. Completely different meanings. Bombay is eliminated. Now we have only one option left, Delhi. Come to D. These days, the assignments are done with the help of the with is missing here. It's a printing mistake. With the help. It's a typo. These days, the assignments are done with the help of the internet by most of the students. The same meaning. The answer must be option. The next one. Rajesh could not complete his paper because he had a headache. Could not complete is could not plus V1 plural. Instead of could, it is could not. And could not plus V1 plural comes in the active voice. Passive voice, it must be could not plus B plus V3. So could not complete changes to could not be completed. Based on that, A is gone. Because A says would not be completed. Now we have three options that say could not be completed. Come to option B. The paper could not be completed by Rajesh because he had a headache. Could not be completed is could not plus B plus V3. Leave it. Come to option C. The paper of Rajesh could not be completed by him because he had a headache. The paper of Rajesh is a wrong usage. The house of Sam is wrong. It must be Sam's house. The car of Sunil is wrong. It must be Sunil's car. Similarly, the paper of Rajesh is wrong. It must be Rajesh's paper. Grammatically wrong. Eliminated. Come to option D. Rajesh's paper could not be completed because he had a headache. Could not be completed is could not plus B plus V3. Correct structure. Now we have two options, B and D. Come to the question once again. Rajesh could not complete his paper because he had a headache. Come to option B. The paper could not be completed. Their paper means whose paper here? Specific paper. Rajesh's paper. The paper could not be completed by Rajesh. Rajesh could not complete his paper. The paper means specific paper belonging to Rajesh here. The paper could not be completed by Rajesh because he had a headache. The same meaning must be considered. Come to Delhi. Rajesh's paper could not be completed. By whom is not given there in D. So when you compare B and D, the better option here is B. D is eliminated. The answer must be D. A vehicle had been stolen from a garage by the same burglary team. A vehicle received the action. Object comes at beginning in the passive voice. Had been stolen is had plus been plus V3, and had plus been plus V3 is past perfect in the passive voice. So this sentence is in the passive voice, past perfect tense. We want the answer in the active voice. It must also be in the past perfect tense. Past perfect active voices had plus V3. Based on that, A is eliminated. A says has stolen. Present tense, present perfect. C is eliminated. C says is stealing. Present tense. D is eliminated. D says will have stolen. Future tense gone. We have only one option left. Option B. Come to option B. The same burglary team had stolen a vehicle from a garage. Had stolen is had plus V3. Past perfect active voice. The answer must be option. Come to the next one. The child upset the salt over everything. The child did the action. Subject comes at beginning in the active voice. Now upset is V1, V2, V3. There's nothing like upsetted. So option C is gone. C says upsetted. Upset is V1, V2, V3. It is upset, upset, upset. Set, set, set. The child upset the salt over everything. Now upset can be V1, V2 or V3. Now my question is, in this sentence, upset is V1, V2 or V3. The child is a subject here. There is no structure like subject plus V3. We have not gone for any such structure. You have discussed structures in both active voice and passive voice. There's nothing like subject plus V3. Subset cannot be V3 here. There is a structure like subject plus V1 and subject plus V1 is simple present. There is a structure like subject plus V2 and subject plus V2 is simple past. So my question is, in this statement, this sentence is a simple present tense or simple past tense. That is my question. Now I say, this sentence is in the simple past tense. Because if it has to be simple present, it must be upsets. Because the child is a subject here, singular. If the subject is singular, the verb must also be singular. Subject, verb agreement. So if it is simple present, it must be upsets. So it is not simple present here. It is not V1 here. It is V2 here. And subject plus V2 is simple past tense, active voice. In the passive voice also it must be simple past tense. Based on that, A, B and C are gone. Because A, B and C say is present tense, eliminated, easily eliminated. Now we have only one option left, option D. Now come to D. The salt was upset over everything by the child. Was upset is was plus V3. Upset is V3 here in this sentence. Because there's nothing like was plus V1, nothing like was plus V2. It's always was plus V3. Simple past, passive voice. The answer is D. The next one. He was caught by the police for littering up the streets. He was caught means he received the action. Object comes at the beginning in the passive voice. Was caught is was plus V3, simple past tense, passive voice. In the active voice also it must be simple past. Simple past, active voice is subject plus V2. Based on that, A is eliminated. A says has, present tense. D is eliminated. D says catches, present tense. Now we have only two options left, B and C. I told you, the police is a noun taken as plural. So the verb must also be plural. Based on this concept, three options are gone. Has is singular, was is singular, catches is singular, the answer must be option C. The police caught him for littering up the streets. The police is a subject here. Caught is V2. Subject plus V2 is simple past, active voice. Father called up Angela on her birthday. Father did the action. Subject comes at the beginning of the active voice. Called is V2. Subject plus called is V2. Subject plus V2 is active voice, simple past tense. Passive voice, in the passive voice also it must be simple past tense. and passive voice simple past is was, were plus V3. Based on that, option B is eliminated. Was, were is not there. Option C is eliminated. Was, were is not there. Now come to option A. On her birthday, Angela was called up by her father. The same meaning, and was called as was plus V3, simple past, correct answer. Come to Delhi. Angela was called up by her father on her birthday. The same meaning, then was called as was plus V3, simple past. We have two correct options here, A and D. I have given you similar examples while discussing the rules. Come to the question. Subject means a doer of an action. Object means a receiver of an action. A sentence in the active voice begins with a subject. A sentence in the passive voice begins with an object. Father called up Angela on her birthday. Father called up Angela on her birthday means father did the action. Father becomes the subject. Father called up Angela on her birthday means Angela received the action or birthday received the action. Father called up Angela on her birthday means Angela received the action. So Angela is the exact object here. A sentence in the passive voice begins with an object. Based on that, A is eliminated. The answer must be D. But A is also correct. If D is not given, the answer must be option A. Clear? The next one. God helps those who help themselves. God is doing the action. Subject comes at the beginning in the active voice. Helps is V1, will never come in the passive voice. Subject plus V1 is simple present. Active voice. In the passive voice, it must be in the structure. Is ROM plus V3. Based on that, A is gone. Is ROM is not there. C is gone. Is ROM is not there. Now we have only two options left, B and D. Come to B. Those who help themselves are helped by God. Are helped is R plus V3, simple present, passive voice. Come to D. Those who are helped by themselves are helped by God. I said this option is grammatically wrong. Because by is a preposition. The rule that we discussed in the topic pronouns, the third rule we discussed in the objective form of pronouns. Every pronoun that comes after preposition must be in the objective form. I gave you the list of subjective pronouns, objective pronouns, possessive pronouns. We discussed the situations as well, when to use those. By is a preposition. The third rule in the objective form, as I said, if the pronoun that appears after preposition must be in the objective form. Themselves is not an objective pronoun, it is a compound personal pronoun. Pronouns ending with SCLF, SCLVES are termed as compound personal pronouns. They can be divided into two. One is reflexive, other one is emphatic. By cannot be followed by a compound personal pronoun. By will be followed by an objective pronoun. Eliminated. The answer must be option B. Those who help themselves are helped by God. Come to the next one. Do not insult the poor. This is an order. Do not insult the poor. This is an order. The object is given here. The poor. The poor means the people who are poor. The brave means the people who are brave. The rich means the people who are rich. The young means the people who are young. The gentle means the people who are gentle. The aged means the people who are aged. Plural. Do not insult the poor. Active voice, do is V1, will not come in the passive voice. Active voice, order, object is given. So in the passive voice, the sentence must be in the structure let plus object plus be plus V3. So we want an option that is in this structure. Let plus object plus be plus V3. Come to option A. Let the poor not to insult. B plus V3 is not given here. Option A is eliminated. Do not insult. Come to option B. Let not, because it is do not. Let not the poor be insulted. Let not plus object plus B plus V3. Correct. Leave it there. Let the poor to be not insulted. What is extra here? To be is extra here. To is extra here, which is not there in this structure. Eliminated. Let us not insulted. Let us not insulted is a wrong usage. Let's not insult is a correct usage. But B is not there. Option D is gone. They are completely wrong. Not the correct structure, gone. The answer must be B. Let not the poor be insulted. Let plus, instead of let, it is let not, because do not insult. Let not plus object plus B3 plus B plus V3. The answer must be option B. People in people in Egypt speak Arabic. Speak is V1, will not come in the passive voice. Subject plus V1, simple present. Structure in passive voices is ROM plus V3. So A is eliminated, A says was, past tense. D is eliminated, D says being, continuous tense. Come to Bombay. Arabic is spoken in Egypt. By people is not required. Because people means all people, general subject. If in the active voice, if the subject is general, you know this. In the passive voice, there is no need for us to mention that general subject. So Arabic is spoken in Egypt means Arabic is spoken in Egypt by people. By people is understood here. Is spoken is plus V3, simple present, passive voice. Come to C. In Egypt, Arabic is spoken. Is spoken is plus V3, simple present. A sentence in the passive voice begins with an object. Come to the question. People in Egypt speak Arabic. Arabic is the object here. Arabic is spoken in Egypt. People in Egypt. So in Egypt cannot be the object here. Gone. The answer must be option B. Arabic is spoken in Egypt. By people is understood here. None likes him. Likes is V1, simple present. Will not come in the passive voice. V1 will not come in the passive voice. None is an indefinite pronoun. I gave you as a separate rule in subject verb agreement. Indefinite pronouns are taken as singular. Indefinite pronouns always tell us the subject is singular, the verb must also be singular. So none likes him is a correct usage. Simple present active voice. Passive voice structures, as you know, is ROM plus V3. Based on that, Bombay is eliminated. B says was. C is eliminated. C says been, comes only in the perfect tense. Now we have two options left, A and D. Come to A. He is liked by none. Is liked is plus V3. Simple present, passive voice. Delhi. He is not liked by anyone. Is not like this is plus V3, simple present, passive voice. Now we have two options with the correct structure, A and D. Come to A. He is liked by none. If you check the statements or the examples that we discussed using the indefinite pronoun none, none will not come at the end of a sentence. None can come at the beginning of a sentence. None cannot come at the end of a sentence. Option A is eliminated. The answer must be D. None likes him is the same as he is not liked by anyone. Not anyone, none mean the same. The answer must be option D. Simple present, the meaning remains the same. They held a meeting and delivered speeches. They did the action here. Subject comes to the beginning in the active voice. Held is V2, simple past. Delivered is also V2, simple past. Based on that, so structure in the passive voices was or were plus V3. Based on that, B is eliminated. B says will, future tense. C is eliminated. C says is, present tense. Now we have two options left, A and B. Come to A. A meeting was held and delivered speeches. D. A meeting was held and speeches delivered. I say all the options are wrong. Because we have two actions in the simple past tense in the question. Held is V2, delivered is also V2. So this one must change to passive voice. This too must also change to passive voice. Clear? Come to option A. A meeting was held and delivered speeches. Gone. D. A meeting was held and speeches delivered is wrong. It must be delivered must change to speeches is plural. So delivered must change to were delivered. Held a meeting. Meeting is singular. So held must change to was held. Held must change to was held because a meeting is object here, singular. Delivered speeches. Delivered must change to were delivered because speech is the object here, plural. So here a meeting was held and speeches were delivered. This must be the correct tense. A meeting was held and speeches were delivered. I told you some such mistakes may happen at the time of the examination also. But if you attempt the question, you will get the marks for it. The answer must be D. This D must be the correct statement. The box can contain no more. Can contain is can plus V1 plural comes in the active voice. In the passive voice, it becomes can plus be plus V3. So can contain changes to can be contained based on that A is eliminated. A says can contain, B is eliminated, B says could be contained. Could is a past tense of can. We cannot change the tense and the category. Right, gone. Now we have two options left. No more can be contained in the box, in this box, full stop. Nothing can be contained in this box. So we have two options that have the correct structure. Now think about the meaning. Come to the question once again. Understand the meaning of it. The box can contain no more. The box can contain no more. From this statement, can the box contain something? Yes. The box can contain something but not more. That's the meaning. Come to Delhi. Nothing can be contained in this box. From this statement, can the box contain something? No. The box cannot contain anything. The meanings are completely different. Eliminated. The answer is C. Come to C. No more can be contained in this box. From this statement, the meaning is that, the meaning of this statement is the box can contain something. The box can contain something but not more. The answer is C. Actually, it must be the box because the question says the box. There is no need for us to create any option. Among the given options, go for the best option. That's it. Come next one. I was astonished at his behavior. Was astonished. Was astonished is was plus V3, simple past in the passive voice. So in the active voice also it must be simple past tense, and we need an option that is in the structure subject plus V2. A is eliminated. A says is present tense. C is eliminated. Astonishes present tense. D is eliminated. D says had astonished. Had astonished is had plus V3 past perfect tense. We want simple past tense gone. The answer is B. His behavior astonished me. His behavior is the subject here. Plus astonished is V2. Subject plus V2 is simple past in the active voice. The answer must be option B. The next one. He impresses his boss with his performance. He does the action. Subject. Impresses is V1. Subject plus V1 is simple present. Structure in the passive voices is ROM plus V3. His boss is impressed by his performance. Is plus V3 simple present. His performance, B is eliminated. Is ROM is not there. His boss is impressed at his performance. Is plus V3 simple present. D says his boss is impressed at his performance. Is plus V3 simple present. Now we have three options that have the correct structure. Now option A says by his performance. Option C says at his performance. Option D says in his performance. By, in and at are prepositions. We will discuss prepositions in detail later. We will go for prepositions in detail later. We will discuss that topic. Just to tell you a rule that appears in the topic prepositions to give you clarity regarding this question. If I say, I am angry with you or I am angry at you. I'll tell you, I am angry with you, I am disappointed with you, I am frustrated with you, I am irritated with you, I am in love with you, I am happy with you, I am happy with you, happy for you, both are correct. These are phrases. I'm happy with you means I'm happy because of the way you treat me. Yes, I'm happy with you. I'm happy for you means right now in a very good state, in a very successful state. And I'm happy because of that. That means I'm your well-wisher. Yes, I'm happy for you. We'll discuss in the phrases part. So I'm happy with you, I'm in love with you, I'm angry with you, I'm disappointed with you, I'm surprised, I'm frustrated with you, I'm irritated with you. I'm angry at your performance. I'm angry at your behavior. Now, anger, disappointment, frustration, irritation, surprise, shock, impression, confusion, all these are our happiness, love, all these are our emotions or our feelings. We share our emotions or feelings with a person and at something. That's a rule. We share emotions or feelings with a person at something. You are a person. So I'm angry with you, disappointed with you, irritated with you, happy with you, in love with you, etc. Your behavior is something. So I'm angry at your behavior. Your behavior is something. I'm angry at your words. Your words something. I am surprised at your performance. Your performance is something. So I'm surprised. It's a kind of feeling. I'm surprised at your performance. We get surprised for a positive activity. We get shocked for a negative activity. Now, impression is a kind of feeling actually. And his performance is something. I told you we share emotions or feelings at something. Based on that, A is eliminated, D is eliminated. The answer must be C. His boss is impressed at his performance. Impressed is a kind of feeling. His performance is something. We share emotions of persons, emotions of feelings with a person at something. The answer must be C. The rule that appears in the topic prepositions. Next one. Cocoa is bitter when it is tasted. Is tasted is plus V3, simple present, passive voice. So we want the answer in the active voice. It must be in the simple present tense and it must be in the structure subject plus B1. Based on that, D is eliminated. D says tasted, past tense. Fine. Come to C. Cocoa's taste. Cocoa's taste means the word taste becomes a noun here because after apostrophe comes a noun. Mithun's car, car is a noun. Ram's bike, bike is a noun. So cocoa's taste means taste must be a noun here. Come to the question. When it is tasted, tasted is a verb here. We cannot change the part of speech. Option C is eliminated. Cocoa is bitter when it is tasted. Come to A. Cocoa is bitter. According to the question, cocoa is not bitter. What is bitter? The taste is bitter. A is gone. The answer must be B. Now come to B. Cocoa tastes bitter. Cocoa is a subject here. Taste is B1. Subject plus B1 is simple present, active voice. The answer must be. This watch was given to me by my grandfather. Was given is this watch. This watch actually. It's a printing mistake. Was is receiving the action. Object comes to the beginning in the passive voice. Was given is was plus V3. And was plus V3 is simple past in the passive voice. We want the answer in the active voice. It must be in the simple past tense, that is subject plus V2. Based on that, B is gone. B says gives, present tense. C is gone. C says had given. Had given is had plus V3, past perfect. We want simple past, eliminated. D is gone. D says has, present tense. The answer must be option A. My grandfather gave me this watch. My grandfather is subject here. Gave is V2. Subject plus V2 is simple past. Give is V1. Gave is V2. Given is V3. It's give, gave, given.